Hey, what's good? It's almost time. Almost that time of the month again where we're getting more Boruto news, more Boruto leaks soon, and we did get a sneak peek of one of the pages. So I'm very excited for that. At all, but we did get a sneak peek. Uh, to a few people it didn't seem like much, but I feel like this page gives us a ton of information. Because it starts off with Shikamaru saying, "Damn it, this is several days ahead of schedule." With Koji saying, "That's just how this kind of thing works. Fate has already begun to change." We got Inojin, being Inojin. With Kawaki, we got the same old situation, just you wait. And then we have Boruto flying around, who seems to already have his sword back.
What do you think this means? Like, is he trying to infiltrate Jorah, or is he like playing the sideline so they can come up with a plan?
I feel like so far, Boruto, from what we've seen, will participate in this upcoming battle. Because if you remember, uh, he went and had given his sword to Sumire to fix it within the week. Seeing
Uh-huh.
as seeing as Mamushi has arrived way early compared to what Shikamaru thought he was working with, we can conclude that it's only been a few days. It's been less than a week, possibly 3 days, 4 days. Because several means more than
Right.
two. So we're working on a timeline of a week, which I can actually post.
It's right here. There
All
you go.
right. So if we go back to the previous chapter where we got the lore drop from Koji himself, he tells us Mamashi will show up in Konoha in about a week. It might be even earlier than that. So there's no time to waste. We'll need you to perfect it within 2 days at most. Oh, hold on, within 2 days. So we know we were working with a week time frame. So 7 days. Koji tells Inojin that we're gonna need you to step it up, master this jutsu in 2 days. Inojin says he'll do it in one. Now, whether he did master it in the time frame remains to be seen. But we can now confirm that Sumire did jazz up Naruto's sword. He has it back. Whether he has time to test it, that's something we'll see in the chapter. Because for all we know, he could just pop into the village and just took the sword back. So hopefully we get to see the extent of what Sumire has done with the sword. She's been really working overtime, I'm guessing, since he told her if she could fix it within a week. So she probably did it in like 3 days or 4 days, depending on when Mamushi arrived. We have a several days later time skip in chapter 27. So I'm gonna say 3 to 4 days would be the
Mm.
option. Now we just got to see if everyone's ready. I feel like because Mamushi showed up early, we're gonna run into a situation where the villagers could be in danger, which I like because with the villagers being in the village, they can actually see what's going on instead of them just
Hmm.
being evacuated. Like you'll have to do this evacuation thing in real time. So I feel like
Right.
we're gonna end up in kind of a pain situation where this arc becomes a bit pivotal because if the villager are watching Boruto actually save them, or just
Hmm.
seeing Boruto act in a way that's off from their memories, I feel like we'll get a
Hmm.
bit of that turmoil that Boruto's is trying to prevent from happening. And I
Right.
feel like it'll have to depend on how Kawaki acts. I feel like this is Kawaki's pain situation. This is make or break for Kawaki. Because he could either A, act as a hero, and then that cements his lie to the village. Or B, Boruto puts in the work, and that completely starts affecting how people see him in the village. You'll have people like Konohamaru, people like Sai, people like Ino, who have this information but are still iffy to Boruto.
Hmm.
But now they'll see. And I don't know why my phone is turning on, but uh, we could see some of these name brand characters have a change of heart because they're gonna see Boruto saving them. We saw the same thing happen with Konohamaru in the sand. The second he saw Boruto risking his life, it didn't matter what his memories were telling him. Boruto
Right.
might be an ally. Something might be going on because omnipotence does not affect how you feel about Boruto currently. Oh, I
Right.
feel like people forget this sometimes. Like they feel it feels like, oh yeah, Omnipotence made it so they have to hate Boruto. No, it doesn't. All it did was switch him and Kawaki's places. If people had a positive feeling towards Kawaki, they will have a positive feeling towards Boruto. Same thing with Himawari.
Right.
Himawari is Himawari is 100% fully affected by Omnipotence. All it is with Himawari is she already had good feelings towards Kawaki. She would have been on
Mm-hmm.
Kawaki's side either way because this doesn't seem right to her. It doesn't seem right that the adopted brother, the guy who saved her and her dad, the guy who supposedly lost his arm saving her dad, it doesn't seem right in her mind that he'd kill her dad.
Right.
So if the villagers see Boruto actually helping out, that's gonna cause some divide because people are gonna say, okay, why if he's such a bad person, why is he saving us? Bonus point if someone lets it slip that Naruto might be alive. That's also something that's just hanging out in the corner. That's kind of being a Chekhov's gun where we've been reminded so many times that Kawaki's lying. Damon
Yeah.
called him out on it. Jura kind of called it out on him. So the second people start putting two and two together that maybe Naruto and Hinata are alive, they're gonna start questioning things, especially because Boruto did tell the elders that they're alive. So Konohamaru heard it.
Right.
The elders heard it. Hell, Sumire knows Naruto's alive.
Right.
So I really want to see how this arc goes, especially because I think I've talked about this before with you. I believe we might get some form of omnipotence closure with Ada. Because it's interesting that they touched upon omnipotence. We finally know why Sumire and Sarada are immune to omnipotence. Ada made them immune. Now, it was
Mm.
subconscious, but in that split moment, her biggest desire was to have normal friends. We also
Right.
have we also have the fact that Ada has stated that she wanted to talk to Boruto at the end of things. Boruto's now
Yeah.
in the village. Supposedly, he's gonna play a large role in the Mamushi arc, in the Mamushi invasion arc. Uh, we also know Mamushi's target is Ada. I feel like now I could be 100% wrong, but I feel like Ada will lose in this case because I feel like things have been going way into Boruto's way so far, and I feel like we need
Mm.
consequences,
Mm-hmm.
especially
I
especially to
agree.
justify Kawaki. Because if these ninjas are able to take out Mamushi without any real cost, like don't tell me the three no name ninjas are gonna die because to be honest, it didn't matter. We had a name brand ninja in Yodo who died and no one cared.
Right.
Unfortunately, to
Exactly.
the five Yodo fans, they didn't care. So we do need something to justify Kawaki, which I feel like if you incapacitate Ada, if you kill her, if you treat her, whatever, I feel like the ends justify the means on that situation. We might get a situation where Ada tries to rectify her wrongs. And with Boruto being there, with Ada now being, I feel like
Like,
with Ada now being, I'm gonna say a
you
more
think
fleshed
she?
out character because
Mm.
now she
Okay.
knows she has friends.
Mm-hmm.
Now she knows she's capable of having friendship, of being loved without
Right.
omnipotence playing a role. Because we gotta remember, even though Kawaki and Boruto aren't affected by omnipotence, and that's what she wants to find. She wants to find someone who will love her truly. She technically still hasn't gotten that because Kawaki doesn't care,
Mm.
or he might care. Like I wouldn't say he doesn't care, but he might care in a platonic type way. We haven't seen him really care about Ada in general, to be honest, other than like what Ikamoto has said. But
I don't think she cares.
now she actually has true friendship. She knows Sarada and Sumire love her for her, uh, which I feel like flushes out Ada more because now we might get her in a situation where she's in danger and she might want to help out her friends, which I feel like might give us a partial omnipotence reversal. And this is just my theory.